Alright, so I'm gonna try to make a quick video. Basically, this one is just gonna be like some tips and tricks and stuff for custom battle for the custom battle that you want to make and what to do, like kind of like what you should do before you start it. Okay, so I'm gonna take this is my sample one. Take this right because it's two things you should do first before you start custom battle. Don't make the mistakes that I did because I was just learning as I was going. But oh, my fault. I didn't mean to start it. 1 second. Menu, go here. All right, edit. Right. So the first thing you should do is this. All right. So not that. First thing you should do is all of this. All right. Now I didn't get everything. I just got the ones for the characters I was using. But I would suggest first getting all the. Well, you don't got to get all the sparking music, but get all the outfits. Why all the outfits? Because if you don't already know, the game doesn't allow you to like if you're damaged in the match, you won't be damaged in the cutscene. So for example, if you're playing Vegeta here and you get hit with a blast in the match and you want it to feel realistic where when it goes in the cutscene it looks like he's like injured like this or like this, right? You'll want to use like a guest Vegeta with like this outfit. So get all the outfits first. Trust me when I tell you that. That's the first thing, right? Second thing, get all the music. Why? Because you don't want it to play the same thing every single match. That's number one. That's number two. Sorry. Number three, very important. Very important. I think this is the most important thing. You don't have to get all the capsules, but get all of the special capsules. What I mean by special capsules, the ones that increase like your attack power, you don't have to get. You don't have to get those at all. The only one I would say that's worth getting is the one that increases your health, just so that like when you make a battle, like you have an opponent that just has more health, right? But I would say get attack power for sure. That's actually I mean sorry, don't get attack power. What am I saying? Don't get none of the attack powers, the boost power, none of that. None of that matter. The ones you want to get are these, like Miracle Master, the things that let you dodge automatically. You don't have to get this one. But main thing is like this one, Immortal Body. Get this one, very important. I'm gonna explain why. Get There's one that says you get this one too. Prevent any damage. There's one that says this one actually doesn't work. It just don't even bother getting it. It doesn't work. There's a better way for this. And get the one with the band sparking. The reason you get this one is because it actually fixes the glitch. The glitch is that when you put a event that and you try to ban sparking, it's bugged. It doesn't work. But this capsule actually works, so you can ban sparking this way, right? And then um, there's another one too that I use. Not to switch out. It's that one, the 1 HP, the unhittable, the band sparking. It's mainly those, right? I think there's another one I use, but I can't think of it right now. Now, very important. Another thing, do not, under any circumstances, unless it's the one with the health, unless it's health item, do not equip any of these on your character. Do not do it. When you're in custom battle, do not equip any of these on the character. Reason why, I'll tell you why. Because if you equip it on your character, the effects are permanent. Okay? The effects are permanent. They override all of your triggers, basically, right? So don't ever do that. Do not ever ever, unless it's health, like I said, don't equip it to your character. What you want to do, you set a trigger and you do it this way. Go to the trigger and then go equip Z item. Let's say Vegeta, right? And then you equip the one I use the most is this one, right? Immortal Body. So you equip Immortal Body. Immortal Body makes it so that like if he would die, he would survive at 1 HP. So it's like yeah, like Kingdom Hearts. Like every time you about to die, you always have 1 HP, right? That's what that does. But always equip it from this menu. Any Z power thing, any anything, equip from this menu. Do not equip it on a character. Do not equip it. I'm telling you, do not equip it on a character. And then if you want to take it off, of course, you could just do another trigger underneath it and then put remove the Z item. The reason you do it this way and not equip it on a character is because, like I said, if you equip it on a character, it's permanent. If you do it this way, you can put it on for like, like a part of the fight that you want and then take it off. Like, for example, like I said, I use this one the most. I put it on like a match where like I want to beat my opponent, but I don't want to kill them. So instead of me doing like a trigger, like when I first started off, I was doing triggers where they would be at like 20% or less HP, and then it would trigger like a cutscene or whatever. Instead of that, I found this way to be better. You just defeat the character, and then when they at 1 HP, it will trigger the cutscene, or it will trigger like you could do. For example, I have one where you have to finish them off with an ultimate attack. So when they at 1 HP, the L3 button would appear, and then you finish them off with the ultimate attack, and then it would do your cutscene or whatever, right? Another thing you could do with this too that I like doing a lot is like I like to set this. Let's say Vegeta's at let's say Vegeta's my opponent, right? And I'm attacking them, right? And he's at 1 HP. I would do this other thing where I do this HP change thing. It's just a trick that I use. I set it to 2%. Why I set it to 2%? So basically, when he's at 1 HP, every time you touch him, it will go back to 2%. So it would prevent you from killing him entirely. And then you would set like another trigger where like I just said, if you want to finish them off with a blast attack, you can make it so that your blast attack is the finisher instead of like being able to kill him normally. Um, the sparking one also somewhere in here, man, sparking, right? Another thing that's good about this is that there's no trigger in this game for some weird reason. There's no trigger that lets you disable sparking. So this is the way to do it. You equip the band sparking to your character, it will disable sparking for them. So you could turn off sparking. Like let's say you wanted to do the match and you're at like you have infinite sparking, right? And then when you reach 50 HP, you want to turn sparking off. Normally, if you put band sparking, it doesn't work, right? So you can equip them with this at 50% HP, and then it will just turn off this sparking. That it's just like it fixed a big problem that I had with one of my fights. So definitely do that. The immortal, this one is called impenetrable body or something like that. This one, right? This one I would use like I have a fight with like Jiren, for example, where I'm fighting Jiren, but like I'm making it seem like you're not supposed to be able to defeat him. So I would equip this on him, and then he takes no damage whatsoever. But then when he beats me up and then he inflicts like a certain amount of damage, it triggers another scene like that. So that's the first thing before you even start all of this. Music, the equipments, and the costumes. And here's another thing too that kind of pissed me off all the way through. As you know, there's a glitch where, let's say you made a scene already. If you go to any of these characters and hit customize, it will glitch out your scenes, and you don't have to redo the scenes. You just have to resave them. You have to resave the thumbnail to fix it. But like, I'll give you an example. Like Frieza, right? I did all of these scenes, and I have to fix them again later. So with Frieza, if you go into his character, right? Frieza, there's a thing here that equips the halo. Now all it does is equip the halo, right? But because you modified anything on your character, it changes your scenes. Or again, it won't change your scenes. It'll just glitch them out until you resave them. So always equip like the stuff that you want from the start. That's very important. Next thing is taunt. Um, Now you don't have to get every taunt, but like for example, I I went to the taunt menu in the shop and just looked for the taunts that I wanted.
Spread the word to all. The Emperor of the Universe is back. Killing you quickly wouldn't be very enjoyable.
Like these two taunts, for example, like if I want to use it in a battle, like I buy the taunt for that before I even start. But I would say if you plan on using the character, look through their taunts first because you might like it just might add an aesthetic to the fight, you know. So that's one thing. So now you got everything you need to start the custom battle, right? So, I don't know. What can I teach you guys next? I did the whole blast thing, the whole black beam flash thing, right? Um, oh, um, there's a weird thing that I didn't teach, where like, let's say, I'm gonna show you an example. I'll show you an example, right? Let's take this off. Sorry. How do you remove? Oh, my fault. Let's take this off, for example, right? And then take this off. Let's put random cutscene. I don't care what it is. Just you see how my cutscene's glitched out, right? They'll still play. It's just you won't be able to see it like that. But for example, watch this. I'm gonna show you something. This is something that everybody runs into, and I'll show you how to fix it real quick. And this is my test custom battle, by the way. This is the custom battle I use testing out any other option or any other trigger that I can get to work.
Have a nice flight.
So she starts off, she does her blast, right? And it does cutscene. Now you see that she was able to do the blast, right? Before the cutscene triggered, right? And she's able to move. There's a trick to this. So a lot of people notice that the character is able to move before your cutscene trigger. To fix that, all you have to do is this. Whenever your cutscene is triggering, or like let's say most people do like a blast, like she'll do a blast attack and then it will trigger the cutscene, right? Change this, set a computer level, change it to 1. When you change it to 1, they won't move. Have them do whatever sequence of attacks that's gonna trigger your scene. So like let's say she does blast attack, and then it will trigger your scene, right? Right after that, do another thing, change computer level, change it back to whatever you wanted to set it as, right? And then I would say, just for help purposes, always set a strategy type. I always do this because the strategy type, it just makes them fight better. I always set it to either like if I'm just trying to do like overall, like I want them to do combos and stuff like that. Like just like actually fight me. I always use this one. I think this is the best one to use for sure. Always set it to combos. If I want them to just be just relentless with attacking, then I would set it to melee. But I still think combos is just better overall. And then blast is the one where like I wouldn't use this unless you're trying to do like a beam struggle. Don't use this one because they kind of just spam blast all day. It's kind of annoying. And then there's one where is it? It's one that says they focus on moving away. This one, no, not that one. Sorry, this one right here, Guard's recovery. use this one when like you wanna do like a scene where you want the opponent to go away from you, and then let's say you're Coola, right? You're doing a scene with Coola, and you want to do a supernova and then make it look like it's blowing up the planet. Use this one first before you do it. The opponent will go, they will dash away from you as far as they can, and then start charging ki. That's just what they do. And then you do the scene, and then you can change it back um, right after that. That's the only time to really use this one. But the main ones, like I said, is combo and melee. Key blast is disgusting. You don't want to. You trust me when I tell you, you don't want to use it because like all they do is just they just if you played against Topo, you understand. They all they do is just dash around you and doing key blasts. It's like really annoying. Like I don't know why they designed AI like this in this game. It's just terrible, man. They need to really fix that. But yeah, keep her from moving. Do that. So watch when she starts, she's not gonna move. It's gonna trigger the scene. She shouldn't move unless I had a different trigger there. So yeah, you see, she stays still. It's trigger the scene, and then when you get back to the battle, she's moving and she's fighting you. Right? Speaking of, I was just talking about Coola, right? Just so you know, you can't destroy the planet. It does not allow it in custom battle. It does not allow you to. It does not allow you to destroy the planet. Please correct me if I'm wrong. If you've ever done it, let me know. But I've tried every way and it does not work. And then when you go into training mode, it works fine, right? You can't do that, and you also can't like in the world tournament, you can't shoot the like you can't even go to where the audience is. It doesn't even allow you. You're only in that box of the match. You can't do anything like that. So that's just something to note. Somebody actually asked me to do that earlier, like to see if I can blow up the planet, and you can't blow up the planet. So that's unfortunate. Oh, while I'm here too, always set all of these off. Every single one. Except these two are optional. But set all of these off. Okay. Set fusion off, set transformation off, set switching off, and the same thing for the AI, right? Reason you set all of these off is because your trigger is gonna do it. If these are on and you're fighting, then that I mean there's situations where you could put it on, but if these are on and let's say for the AI, right, and they're fighting, and you put it on, like I'm fighting a Kefla, for no reason at all, she might just power down just cause like, and then it's like what did you power down for? That was random, you know. So set it off and then make a trigger happen that makes them transform or makes them fuse or switch or whatever. Never ever set it on. Always keep it off all the time, 100% of the time. Make sure to change your music when you start. Oh, there's a glitch, by the way, that does not work. It just doesn't work. So, normally, as I showed you before, I'll show you again. Sorry, go here. Right? See how there's sparking music? So there's supposed to be an override to this where it will play your music, your like whatever music you want. Um, it will play whatever music you want over the sparking music, but it doesn't work. So like for example, let's say my trigger is let's say Vegeta's in sparking, right? Delete that. Normally I would do this. I will change BGM, and I like when he's in sparking, you would play this song, right? It doesn't work. So there's no way around it. The only thing you can do if you want to change the sparking music is you go to this Vegeta character, like I just showed you in the menu a second ago, and you change the sparking to the music that you want. The only problem is you can't change the sparking to the stage music. It has its own set of tracks, and they kind of suck. So, because I was trying to use this one, for example, like "Believe in Tomorrow" or like I don't know, like "Greatest Champion," which is a pretty cool song, right? When they go into sparking, it doesn't let you do it. Does not let you do it. Don't know why. It just doesn't let you do it. I thought it would fix that, but it doesn't. It will change it. It will change it for the stage if you're not in sparking. But if you're in sparking and it plays the sparking music, and then you go out of sparking, it will change it. If you set it to like play like here, like after the sparking, it will change it. But if it's before that and then it goes to sparking, it will only play the music that's set here. It will only play the music that's set in this menu. So that's another thing. Um, let's see other tips and tricks I have. We did beam clash. Can't blow up the planet. Um, let's see any scene things. Um, oh, it's a 2D scene. Sorry. Oh, one thing I do like to use is this one. This injured here. This, for some reason, you could change to anything. Like you could change to any of their poses or whatnot. But the camera, I notice, will always follow them. You see how it follows them up and down, like as he's breathing. This is the only one that does that. So I tend to use this a lot if they're doing like if you're doing like a close up still of the character, like this one, you know. So that actually that's just a trick that I use. Oh, and if you run into this issue where your scenes are like this, all you gotta do is just click them. Oh, well, hold on, let me go back real quick. Hold on, let me show you something to not do. Okay, you see in the right bottom right corner it says update cut. Do not press that button because if you press that button, what will happen is it will refresh all of your scenes. It's supposed to update all of your scenes with the characters that like if you change their costume or whatever. Now that works, but if you change like the slot, the position that the character's in, like for example, Vegeta's first and Goku second, if you change it to Goku's first and Vegeta second, it will swap their positions in all of your scenes. You don't want to do that. So all you have to do, it sucks. You got to do it this way. But all you have to do is just go into any of these scenes. Literally, just go right to the bottom, finish editing, capture your thumbnail, and then boom, it fix it. And then boom, the scene shows up again, and that's it. Right? That's all you have to do. You see, any scene with that in it, it'll show up again. You just have to do that for all of the scenes that are blocked, that are glitched out or whatnot. You know. Um. Hmm. Anything else I have here? That's pretty much it. I would say. Beam Clash. Oh, you can't do. I was trying to figure this out. You know how you could do a Beam Clash, right? You can't do a Rush Clash the same way. The only way to do it is you have to do force action or perform action. Let's say Kefla, she's doing her blast too, right? And then you would do like you don't have to put anything here other than like have enough key for yourself to do it. But when she does blast 2, you would yeah, I would say put it optional just so that you know when it triggered. Put it optional. Do blast 2 and then you do your dash super, which is normally blast 2 all the time for most characters. That's your rush special. So then it would do the rush clash thing. That's the only way I know how to fix it. Before that, I usually just do this. I usually do like display text. I hate these things. This thing pisses me off so much. I would do like take this and then I would change it to like technique. And there's this one that says like high speed rush. It literally says high speed rush. Yeah, I missed it. It's somewhere here. It says high speed rush, right? I think at the high power. Yeah, there you go. All right. So I just do take this high speed rush, right? And then I wouldn't do this. I would put the blast 2 here. The reason why you put the blast 2 here is because you want the words to trigger first. So take this high speed rush, and then she would immediately do the blast. So now as like let's say I'm the player that is playing somebody else's custom battle. I read the screen. It's like, all right, high speed rush. She's doing her high speed rush attack. I should do my high speed rush attack. I would obviously, instead of question marks, I would put my character's name there. But for the trigger, I would do like, I don't know, like something simple that triggers it. Um, like you know it's coming. Like maybe like an emote. Well, actually no, you can't put emote there. Do like, this is why I say keep it optional. So when the health is like I don't know, health is 50%, it's optional. So now when you press L3, the text will come up on the screen. She'll do the move, and then you just do your move in response. And I would put again, you know, as normal, I'd just put like recover key for yourself, and then do like recover key. How much key you need? Yeah, I think it's before sparking, so it would be like 90. 90. You could give yourself 90 key, and then you do it, and that's that, right? That's pretty much it. Other things I do, if you don't know how this works, feel free to, you know, comment. For any comment, you know, I always read the comments. So put any comment in the chat that you want to figure out something. I always will respond to it. I will at least see it. I will definitely respond to it. I like to use this, obviously. A lot of people don't know how this works, but basically, all this is basically a battle reset. Okay, so let's say Vegeta does his ultimate, which is Final Flash, right? Final. I usually do it. I usually always put it on 0% so that it doesn't inflict damage, so that you know that something is like there's gonna be a trigger right after it. But Vegeta does a Final Flash after whatever you put up here happens. It'll trigger. It'll go to set B, right? Set B basically means that everything here in set A is negated. The only thing that is not negated is equipment. I learned that the hard way. Anything that's equipped on them, it doesn't get unequipped. So as soon as you start the second one, I always do a no condition. And let's say if you had like a equipment on them that you used in the first section, remove it on the second section. I think that I'm pretty sure that's the only thing. I never tried this buffs debuffs thing. I don't really know how this works. It increases your attack and everything. I would do this for like a super hard battle or something like that. Like some crazy, like if I wanted to do like a battle where like everybody, you pick whatever character you want versus like a super duper hard Beerus or something like that, then I would use these. But I've never tried them, so if you have tried these, let me know how this works. I actually don't know how this works. I know how this works. I know how that works. The super armor, hyper armor. I might make a GT saga now that I think about it. Then again, maybe not, just because there's not a lot of GT characters. Let's see. Yeah, that's the only thing that doesn't work. Is I'm sorry. That's the only thing that doesn't get negated is the Z abilities. Another thing that you normally would probably have to do if you're doing like if you want to prevent the AI from doing like ultimates or yourself, you know, you just ban moves at the beginning of the battle, or like if they were banned in the first spot, you can allow them on this spot. And then the same thing if you have another trigger, you can move it to set C, and then you got another thing to work with here. And then maybe like I don't know, you want the battle to end as soon as Vegeta hits somebody with the final flash. You could do once Vegeta performs the final flash, which is his ultimate, then the battle will end. Do not. Another thing, don't set these unless you specifically want it to have a scene that's different than your normal end scene. Don't set these here. I always leave that blank, and I set it here. I set regular win here. So when you win, it will play that scene. But that's mainly it. That's everything that I know that I can like assist with as far as right now. But I really like this mode. But yeah, it's again, it just needs to be super patched. It needs to be super patched. Fan sparking doesn't work. The only way around it, like I said, the substitute is to do the equip Z item. Your scenes get glitched up. That's another issue. The filters for the words, that's the most annoying issue right now. That's the reason why a lot of people don't want to bother with it right now. That's the three main things that they need to fix. And also, like when you, like I said, when you change anything on your character, all of your scenes get corrupted. They need to fix that. They need to fix that. Also, I noticed sometimes too, like for example, this thumbnail here. You see how it says no assigned cuts? It's very picky with that. Like only certain cutscenes will like show. Let me see if I hit update cut. See, now it assigned its own thumbnail, which is not what I wanted to do. I'm not gonna save this anyway. Like I said, this is my test. This is my test to go to thing. But yeah, that's the main things. Oh, somebody said, or they wanted me to try to do something where I don't know if like it sort of works, but it doesn't work in the exact way that you want it to work. One last thing, for example, let's say I'm gonna do this exact thing. Let's see what happens. Let's say I'm let's say it was gonna pick this Frieza, right? Remove, uh, and this is gonna be Super Saiyan Goku, right? And let's say I wanted to do something where like Frieza does his death ball and then Goku would like I don't know. I'm not sure if this would even work. But let's say this. Let's say by the way, I learned earlier that you can make a character do an ultimate even though you're not in sparking. Oh, actually put this infinite times just so I can do it anytime I want. So I would do something like this. Let's say Goku, Super Saiyan, Goku. He is like his AI is. I would change his AI. Do this one, the one that keeps them running away, right? No, change this to a dynamic. I don't know if this will work. I'm just attempting to do it. But let's say I wanted to like go to the top of the map and like shoot a death ball and then like have Goku do something in response. So like this, like let's say I wanted to fly away and then Goku's down there and then I wanted to
You
want
see,
him to
I'm
be
able
down
to
there and do a
survive
death
in the
ball.
vacuum of space. But can you? I don't. Now perish along with this planet!
Now you see he moves out of the way, right? He's supposed to because that's how his AI is set, right? But I wanted him. What I was trying to do here is I wanted him to try and do like a like a Kamehameha in response to like the death ball at the top
You
of the
see,
at
I'm
the
able
top
to
of the map.
survive in the vacuum of space. But can you? I not.
But
Now
see, the
perish
issue with this
along with
too
this planet!
is like I probably could get him to do that because what I would do here, I would probably change it to where once I do the death ball, it would change his AI type to blast, and he would do a blast attack in response. But the problem I have is that I would have to do it. I would have to be the character shooting the blast from the top of the screen. There's no way to get the AI to do that. Well, there is, but I can't get the AI to like that. Like you see how he shoots the blast up? I would want him to do like that in response to the death ball. But bro, just take the kick. Just take the kick. Just take the kick.
Not bad. You vermin!
Bro, just take the kick one time.
Not bad.
Give me a second.
Disappear.
All right. So you see, like I would probably do something like that, where like after I knocked them up there, I would, if his trigger would be like, let's say he was Cooler or he was Frieza in this example, like I would, as Goku, I would kick him up there,
You see,
and then
I'm
I
able
would
to
press the
survive in the
button for him
vacuum
to
of
do the death
space.
ball,
But
and then
can
I would
you?
shoot a
I
Kamehameha like that.
now perish
That's the
along with
only
this
way I would be
planet!
able to get it to work. I have no idea how to get it to work, but I get why somebody asked me that. They was trying to replicate Cooler movie where Cooler does the supernova, and then Goku gets up and he grabs the supernova and he does a Kamehameha in response. That's why he wanted me to do that. So yeah, if you're watching this the only way that I know how to get this done. I would, if I'm the good guy character, I would kick the bad guy to the top
You see, I'm able to
and then
survive
do
in
the
the
move,
vacuum of
press the button to do a
space.
move, and
But
then
can
I would
you?
do the
I
fireball in response.
now perish
I'm
along
not
with
even
this
sure if it
planet!
allows you to flat beam flash with that, by the way. I've never tried, but yeah, I would do that. That's the last thing I wanted to show. I didn't want to make this video super long. It's like 37 minutes, but yeah, if anything, like I said, if anything, leave it in the comments. Let me know. Like I said, I will always read the comments. Unless I have like 5K plus subscribers, then then it's hard for me to read everything. But everything that comes in, trust me, I see it and I respond to it. Side note, I finished my Tournament of Saga manga saga, so please enjoy. Always start here. Start at Tournament of Power Begins. You could just search the two tags at the bottom, and every time you beat one, it will lead you to the next one. So when you beat this one, it will go to this one will go to this one, to this one, to this one, all the way up until you finish, right? I think I had to re-upload this one. I'm not sure why. It should show. Let me see if it shows. Uh, yeah, it shows. I'm not sure why it was asking me to redo it, but yeah. Just try it when you get a chance. It's pretty cool. It follows the manga story. If you know the manga story, then you know how it goes down. So I try to keep it as accurate as possible. But yeah, man, it was Dragon Ball Z.